For this episode of TRFE Happy Hour, we don't want to waste any time. Like, I spent all of a half an hour before we got on this show putting this together. So, you know, it's going to be a tightly run show. You know, this is going to be one of the best shows ever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm serious. Also, I mean, like, I'm on theme. If you don't know, I'm gonna get right to it. We have Anthony, Seper. We got Seper on the show, man. You know what I mean? He's the kind of guy that, like, we don't do last names around anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it's like Prince.
No last names.
You know what I'm saying?
Just one name.
One name, Seper or Anthony, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I'm in my new old studio. Got some new art on the wall, thanks to Seper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on theme in that way. And, you know, I was like trying to be professional because Yaya kind of set the bar a little bit with the last shows. I'm like, let me get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, earn my little sweatsuit money. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, like, you know, I was like, what is this show about really? What do we want to kind of like touch on? And like, I just think Seper's journey, like his little, like, he has a really interesting, like little navigational thing that's going through this art world in an interesting way. He just does so much, and I think people get caught up in the spray paint, but like, it's so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was his base. So I just want to say, glad to have you, Seper. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be a part of the family. I'm just blessed to be around you guys, man. For sure.
So that's the theme. You know what I'm saying? Really, is from grab to the rest of. But the real theme is, I want to start with this video because, like, you know, I don't do this alone. You know what I'm saying? I ask my coworkers to send in questions. I'm not sure why the glue rule is not on the text thread. I can't say it's my fault, but you didn't even ask. So, you know, like, that's kind of on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But so hopefully next week we'll have some more input. But, like, you know, Jason has sent the question, and, you know, it was like kind of like, yo, this is kind of like the real theme because it's like the TRFE theme, and it's kind of like, you know, like the kind of like red thread that kind of runs through, like, since we've known you, right? And it was like, his question was, how does collaborating with other painters affect your style and your art, right? And I was like, I've got it, right? He just finished his, is it done, the mural?
Yes, the mural is fully complete, man.
He just finished his, we'll talk about it. He just finished his humongous mural with his wonder twin, Priscilla
Bell. Yes, man.
So so run the clip, Jason, and then we'll get into it.
I feel like back in the day, if Picasso was introduced to spray paint in the right way, I mean, he probably would have used it his damn self, you know? These are my paintbrushes, and I mastered how to get these thin lines and little cuts, and I'm enjoying them, and I'm doing them for everybody else to enjoy.
But yeah, he knocked it out, man. It was nice to, you know, kind of have that, like, preview of his work, and also like a preview, you know, what it was gonna be like in the room, you know, having some more art, some new art.
I just got the chills, man.
Throwback.
So
memories. Yeah, I just got.
Now we know that video one, and this is I'm gonna tie it all together, right? You know what I'm saying? We know that video for one is our first time working with Seper, and also, you know, he was kind of like next to Priscilla in the room. I think that's where you guys first met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like the beginning of the journey, and then now you guys are doing like, you know what I mean, like, yeah. So I thought that would be. There was another video of you like stumbling through an interview because we know like your journey of like doing interviews. Yo, you really came a long way, bro. I'm just gonna tell you.
For sure, man.
I thought that was a good way to start. You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on that, guys?
Absolutely. I feel like Seper, you, ever since the moment you stepped into the room, I felt like you were family. And so like seeing that throwback and remembering those early days and like really getting to know you then, because that was the first time I had ever met you, and just to see the growth through it and everything that you do kind of like with the community, with kids. Like, I don't know if people know like how active you are even on that side of things, but to kind of get to know you and see you grow, even to talking about grant writing and all of that, like from that point.
Grant writing.
Right? And also, like, I've gotten to, like, watch your kids grow. Like, we've seen your daughter grow up. We've seen you have a son. And, you know, all of that and that throwback just kind of brings back all those warm and fuzzy feelings.
So we want to take this time to, like let everybody else know that everybody knows now because you're, like, a household name. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, obviously, you're in my household and everything. But we're going to take that time to get everybody else to know, you know what I'm saying, what's really good with Seper. So we want to start now. I think this would be a good time to move into Over a Drink because Mike don't know nobody. I'm sure you met Mike through us, but also I'm sure he didn't know you before. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, and I'm sure he has a lot more questions about you that, you know what I'm saying? So this is
probably walk by each other every day. We know each other, yeah.
I had no clue who that guy was.
So this is what we throw at the mic. We can find out who the fuck you are, Sep, and help everybody else, you know what I'm saying, like, know who you are as well.
It's a pleasure, man, to sit here and kick it with you, Sep, man. From the first time I met you, man, and we sat and we rapped for about an hour and a half, I was like, dude, I really like this guy, man. Like your energy, you got great energy, man, you know what I mean? And then your life story, which you shared with me, man, I just really enjoyed your vibe, man. So it was a pleasure for me to sit and meet you and to rap with you, man. But so now what we do is, you know what Over a Drink is because you were a guest. So I'm gonna pour this drink, right? And while I pour this drink, I'm gonna need you to introduce yourself to people who may not know who Seper is, man. Who haven't had the pleasure of sitting and rapping with you for an hour like I did. Just give them a brief overview. It's a short history. All right, let me just throw a question at you to make it easy.
So yeah, give me a question.
Let me throw a question at you to make it easy. What was your when did you realize that art was your lane?
This is a vague question, man. That's a good question, but ever since I was born, I felt like I was an artist. I always created. Not until like I was working with my daughter, I felt it as a possibility, as a career, any kind of possibility, period. I went through my life just drifting by, going with the flow of other things, and just working with my daughter, man, really opened up my mind, and I felt the inspiration to be like, you know what, this is really me. I mean, people told me all my life, like, oh, you could be this, you could do this, but the problem was I didn't believe it because, you know, I just was like, oh, this is just something I love. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that something you love could be something you could do for yourself as a career. I didn't think like that, just honestly.
So, but your first you didn't have your daughter when you first started doing art, though.
No, none whatsoever.
what was your first run in the art world? And by the way, Yaya, we need to get these people. That's stateside shit. Oh, what is that? Is that blue coat?
When you say
that's
run.
blue coat. I said stateside. That's blue coat.
All right.
Tell them they need to come on here and give us a sponsorship. So here's what I'm pouring.
We won't say it like that, but we know those guys. And we'll
you know, do it so it sounds better.
Yeah.
I'm pouring some blue coat. This is blue coat, the blue coat gin, right? That is gin, right? The blue coat gin. That's the age. This is the one that they age in the barrel. That's the dark one.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Right, and then I got the aloe juice again. My wife made it this weekend. So I'm gonna throw a splash of the aloe in there.
I want this.
Right?
Ooh, I want a splash.
And then I'm gonna hit it with it was a little more than a splash of gin.
It was one.
Is the aloe sweet?
Fair.
Huh?
Is it sweet? What does it taste like, the aloe?
Well, no, what she does
Aloe's not sweet.
No, the aloe
I'm asking, like, you mix it in like it's a syrupy thing. I'm like,
no, the aloe isn't sweet, but what we do is we put it in the food processor. First, you strip it out of the plant.
Yeah.
The plant, like, you can't eat the green part. The green part will give you diarrhea. You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
So you strip it out of the plant, and then we put it into the food processor with a little bit of water so it can chop it all up. So you don't get the clumpiness of it.
It was not thick.
Yeah, so it's not thick, and so then it thins out like this.
Like a puree kind of.
So
Is there sugar? Is there
and then
sugar?
we add a little bit of sugar, some more water, and then some lemon, and then it's kind of like an
Everything
aloe.
no sugar, Mike. Get that sugar out of there, Mike.
Not a lot of sugar. We don't do a lot of sugar. Like my mother-in-law did, so my wife probably put more sugar in there than I would have liked because my mother-in-law was there, and she was the taste tester.
She had to make it sweet.
And then I just hit it with a little bit of Perrier lime for the fizz. And look at this, I'm a garnish. I'm a garnish. I got some mint.
You're out of
Oh!
I'm a garnish today, right? Bang. With the mint, you see the little mint on the top? Whoa, I spilled it on the laptop. That ain't good. That ain't good.
Yo.
Except this over drink thing always goes awry sometimes.
That was gonna get wild.
Hey, Mike, when you drink it, do you think about lotion?
Do I think about lotion? No, I don't, Dane. But you can take the aloe plant and rub it on your skin.
For sure. It's good, it's good for burn.
But it's good for your insides and out, man. So we
Talk about it.
It's good to eat it. Yeah, it's real good
to eat it.
that.
And then, you know what I mean? I got a little lime. I'm going to hit it with a little lime. You know?
This is like a regular mojito.
Yeah, I'm going to make it up. Like, it's a little out of season. I wanted to go with something a little more seasonal. But it was late, man. And I just had to go with what was in the house.
I love your faux cutting board with the napkin.
Yo, you like that? This is actually not a faux cutting board.
Right?
Yeah. This is a brand new $9 desk that I made. That's right.
I saw
this is $9. Well, the legs I had in the shed. So it was like some scrap 2x4s I had in the shed. And then I picked up this particle board from Home Depot for $9.
Handy.
Threw it together like, yo, I went to IKEA. They went like $200 for garbage. I was like, you kidding me? I paid all that much money for that garbage desk. I could go home and make that. And so I did.
There goes our IKEA sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You cut that part out. You hit it with the little lime there, boom. There it is. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's nice.
It's a perfect, I mean, you should have been a bartender, Mike.
Right?
You know what I mean? You missed your calling, bud.
Right, I don't know about that. By the end of the whole show, we need a name for that drink. Think about it, forget about it, but then remember it. End of the show.
The mid special.
About it.
Huh?
The mid special.
You gotta come up with something for it, because then we can take it to your blue coat people. Tell them I'll come over there and I'll do a special for them.
In school, Mike.
I told how to make some nice things over there. You know what I mean?
They are into craft.
Back to you though, Seth. Like, but like, what was your start though, man? Like, you didn't start doing art with your daughter. You was already writing and doing stuff before you had kids, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was doing art before I wrote graffiti. I mean, I I was doing like trying to imitate Bob Ross and drawing cartoons and doing all kinds of stuff, man, whatever I really could do. But I wouldn't have called at the time. I mean, I was just 4 or 5 years old. I wouldn't have called myself an artist. But I was most active as a graffiti writer for sure. From like, 89 all the way to 99, man. I was relentless.
For 10 years, you out there running around, throwing your name up on stuff.
Yeah, man.
Give us a brief overview about your graffiti run, and then we'll move into the stuff that you're doing today.
So a brief over what, Mike?
Brief overview about your graffiti run. Like, you did 9 years of graffiti, dude. Like,
yeah. I mean, just having fun, man.
Not the military, Mike.
Did 9.
Yeah.
Dude, listen.
Yeah, I know.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is like, there's a lot that goes into being a graffiti artist.
Sure.
Right? Let me rephrase it then. There's a lot that goes into, everybody can't be a graffiti artist.
No, but I had a lot of fun, man. I started out with my buddy DK. He's the one who got me started writing. And at first I was a toy, man. I couldn't write real good. So, it took me a year or two just to build up my can control and just to be able to tag right, And then once I did that, I was really going ham. We stayed up all night walking the neighborhoods, spray paint. I mean, it was great. I hate to be so vague. No, I hate to be so vague,
cool.
but it's like there's so much stuff. Man. So like,
can I ask a question?
Sure.
So you're saying like your art when you were younger into your graffiti writing, and even now, like, was your mom? I know your mom is a huge part of your life. Was she like really supportive of your artwork, or was she like, you need to get a regular job? How has?
So, well, kind of all that. So like the thing was. As a regular art drawing stuff, my mom loved it, but as a graffiti writer, she hated it because it was considered it is considered illegal. So, and I'd been arrested 15 times. She was taking me back and forth to court and probation stuff. So, my mom dealt with a lot of shit, and I wasn't easy on top of just outside of graffiti. I was just a bad kid. You know what I mean? I was bad. And, and that was the influence of the streets. It was like, it was cool to be bad. Like, we were just like, we were like, yeah, fuck you. We don't give a fuck. We're, don't matter who or what. I mean, sometimes I say to people when they ask me to do something, like, look, my mom couldn't get me to do something. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? Like, pretty much,
That sounds like
what was the click, man?
What
was the turnaround for you, man? That brought you in the house and got you off the graffiti run?
Man, it's actually a depressing story for me because like it was like I just got tired of getting arrested, man. And then like everybody, my family, like a lot of my family didn't fuck with me because they looked at me like some lost cause, like, oh my God, this kid's crazy. That's all he does is get arrested and write on shit. He really don't care about nothing else. And it was actually true. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of friends because, I was being relentless. I was being who I loved to be. And it was a lot of creative stuff that went into that as part of the love. And, I just couldn't be that no more. I'm like 19, 20, and I mean, I'm not trying to sit in real jail. Huh?
Hey, Mike.
What's that?
You ever see Beat Street?
Yeah, I seen Beat Street.
All right, so check it out. Seper's like Ramo that didn't die, right?
Oh,
and then he hooked up. He hooked up. You know what I'm saying? He hooked up with somebody downtown, and then like now with like he's like the Ramo that like made his pop proud at the end.
I kind of felt that.
Yeah.
I was trying to get that out of him.
Nah,
like it's like Keith getting this guy to talk about himself.
No, because I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to. That's another part of being an artist now, and part of my evolution. Like I'm just getting used to doing that stuff. Like back in the day, you didn't come out and be like, yeah, I'm X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? I'm from an era where you don't tell your business, you don't do certain things. You know what I mean? And now it's just overly accepted, which is cool, and it's an adjustment for me. And I'm not all me, look at me, But having said that, graffiti is all about me, because you build up your reputation. you know, but it's your name. You know what I'm saying? You get your name out there and you leave. So your name's on the corner, not you. You know?
But do you think the graffiti got you to where you are today?
Yeah, without a doubt. So how it really got me there is because if I didn't stop, I probably would have went down an even worse road. So I had to go through this to learn who I was. It's a part of who I am. So all these things made me stop. You know, I started becoming like a normal guy, man. I just work, you know, just satisfying everybody else. But something was really missing because that wasn't me. You know what I mean? What I loved about graffiti, it is illegal, but the other stuff is to create the freedom of creativity. And, you know, that's why I never liked art school, because it's like, whether I could draw or not, I don't want to draw what you want me to draw. I don't want to paint what you want me to paint. I want to paint what I want to paint. You know what I mean? I want to express myself. I don't want you dictating what I do, you know? So, you know, I got lucky, man. I got lucky when it comes to that, because I went through another period in my life where I didn't do anything. No graffiti, nothing, you know? And then I just started creating with my daughter. I know, I hate to be the dead horse.
I don't want to cut you off, Seper, but we got a special guest. Another special guest.
I'm trying to let him finish.
You know what I'm saying? Like another special guest.
I'm trying to let him finish his thought, man.
I know.
David's like, we're running a tight ship here, man. We'll be back to the later.
That was a couple of questions, Mike, and you're not checking your goddamn chat. So that.
I see you said wrap up, but he was.
I send it to everybody. I send it to you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you fucking up my show, Mike.
Hey,
It's my fault, man. I get them.
It's not your fault, Seper. It's not your fault. You're doing a great job.
We're working on it. We're working on
Getting drunk. That's the problem.
we're getting so every day. Every Tuesday we get a little better at this show. Dame went away, came back. He's feeling really efficient. Obviously. So we're gonna move on right now.
Now you got my segments colliding.
Hey,
you know?
Dame, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Oh,
Man.
look at this in the back.
Well, I just want to say welcome to Stacy Flygirl Wilson to this awesome pile of confusion. But I think it's going better than ever. But I don't know yet. This is a test run, and it's going great, I think. How we looking, Guru? We nothing.
Looking at me?
No, Guru.
Crickets.
Oh.
Crickets.
You got to be more.
Look at Eric.
man.
Eric's playing with Elmo's hair. Like, Eric, we boring
What
you?
is happening?
Hi, man. Let me
What did you smoke, Eric?
Yeah, man.
We want to know. We need to know, Eric. What did you smoke? What's happening over there?
Anyway.
Hey, Stace, what's up, Stace?
Hi.
I love all you guys. This next segment is one of our first official continuing segments. We got Stacy coming in with Memory Monday. Is that the right name? Memory Mondays?
Memory Lane. I know you guys wanted the Mondays. I don't know when it's airing, so if it is always
Yeah,
cool with me, whatever you guys want. Okay.
Eminem,
Memory.
like, you didn't see
Memory Mondays.
It's just a memory.
Memory Lane. But I know you had graphics though, so I didn't want to, you know what I mean, fuck up your branding.
Well, I do have graphics.
That's just Memory Lane.
It's Memory Lane. That's
Lane,
what it is.
man.
It is Memory Lane.
Come
on.
Stace could be a weather girl, too.
You know.
He's coming in from the...
Like Vanna White. Like.
I'm coming in from the left.
Yeah, okay.
Is that my left or my right? I don't know which way.
It's our left.
You had it right, actually, Stacey.
That's what I was going
You had
for.
it right.
That's what I was going for.
Hey.
Plus,
So wait,
welcome. Yes.
ready for me to go? So I'm always going to present you with some options. So I'm going to give you a couple ideas, and you guys will tell me what you want to hear a little bit about.
So Seper's going to pick. I'm going to put that out there. He's he's our guest. So Seper gets to
Well,
pick.
what is the memory about, though?
Okay,
About the
so-
plane.
Okay, I'll
By
explain.
the way, she's going to tell you.
I'll explain. So, just in my chats with Dame, I was just telling him that I have so many memories and so much footage and just kind of like little tidbits of moments of time from events that I've done or been a part of, or things that I've done, things that I've been to. And we talked about possibly doing a segment on this wonderful show. So this is my second time doing it. And the last time I gave everybody a couple choices, and they chose which ones they wanted to see or hear about. And you're apparently going to do that today.
Yes, Seper. All right. So listen
Let's
up.
get it.
Memory lane roulette.
I'm gonna give us a choice. You pick one.
So some things have footage and some things don't. Okay. So some things are definitely stories to talk about and memories that I think some of you will remember. And then some things do have a couple photos and or video to go with them.
Ooh.
So one thing that I did mention last time that we didn't talk about, which was our wonderful $2 party, which was our after hours. It was like, I can't even explain it. It was just kind of like a little speakeasy that Dame, myself, and Amy did. And so that was one. Another one was the story of 1616 and the Philadelphia experiment. There's a good little kind of like speeding up to 2018 kind of reversion of some drama that happened. So that's fun. There's also Mos Def, De La Soul, Pete Rock, and a Surprise by Slick Rick, a concert that I did. We're also going to look at, a little fun story about an artist market that I did, and some surprises that you wouldn't have expected under the blanket of a table. And so that's it for now. Tell me if you want to hear any of those.
The speakeasy.
The
$2 party speakeasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dame can chime in on a lot of this because we partnered up.
That's exactly, yeah.
Yes. So this was, do you know what year it was, Dame? I really don't know the year. I feel like 2009-ish. I feel like 2009, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Dame and I were spending a lot of time together and just hanging out and well, not in that way, but we were hanging out and we decided we wanted to do a party. And Amy, a good friend of ours, had a really awesome apartment at the time, and it had a really awesome deck, and she had really cool neighbors. And it was like, we just decided that we were going to throw a party at her house. But the party—
I just want to say, this is the same Amy that is the co-founder of Tiny Home for Elephants, just so everybody knows.
Yeah. So Amy, allowed us to kind of like take over her home. She was very much a part of it, but we kind of let her take the background. Dame and I kind of helped really just put everything together. So Dame and I would go on liquor runs, and the party was $2 to get into. It was, what time did it start? Like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.?
It was like 1 o'clock. It was like kind of like when the club was closing. And then we can just kind of go later than that,
Yeah, so it definitely started out as we didn't really know what it was going to turn into. And then it just turned into this like beautiful party that everybody started to come out to. We didn't know what we were going to get, and we were afraid we were going to get some like strange folks, but it ended up being like really just like friends, family, neighbors never bothered her. The whole, what's that?
Was it weekly, monthly?
We did it every Friday. Didn't we do it every Friday?
Yeah, it was like a Friday.
It was every Friday.
And what's funny is a funny note is that it was right next door to Pen and Pencil, like, which is like another whole after hours kind of scene. So it was like, it was directly, and they didn't really care.
But the standing outside, still on their customers' name. That's what was going on. Standing outside, come over here, not over there.
I got a Christmas story.
It definitely wasn't any competition. And the dope part was that she had a connection. She had a connection with the parking lot. So like the parking lot attendants would like let us park our cars there. Super cool. We had in the kitchen, I would cook grilled cheeses. So like Dave, literally Tia would do the bar. Tia did the bar. Well, sometimes we all swapped out during the bar, but Tia did the bar. Dame kind of dealt with the door. We kind of floated around a little bit, and we would go to liquor runs in Camden.
This is also how we got
At 1 a.m. They were open at 1 a.m.
We would go till like 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah.
And then Amy is also how we
It
got.
wasn't that they were buying liquor. It was the fact that y'all was just going to Camden at 4 in the morning.
Right.
No, we weren't going to get the liquor at 4 in the morning.
Party was there at 4 in the morning.
You said liquor runs. I'm thinking like 2 in the morning you ran out and then you just
No.
Did you have to have a password?
Did we have a password?
I don't think we had a password. It was definitely invite though. It was like
Okay.
Like
Yeah. It was definitely like.
We know Stacy knows everybody, and so it was like it was an invite thing. It was
And
like
what was it called?
for the most part.
1616.
Did we have a name? I don't even know if we had a name.
The secret squirrel.
Just an address. Show up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as you can see, this was Amy's house. Amir was,
wow, that's so
Amir
funny.
was spinning.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
That's dope.
Amir would spin. This is Amy's living room, literally, and then out there was her deck.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like we
Real cheese
definitely.
popping.
We definitely would, and we sold everything. It wasn't like any
So crazy.
And then when it would all go, Casey from Jose Pistola's, the owner would come through with like big buckets of like good like.
I remember you telling me this before.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's funny.
It really was like a good time, and everybody would be like out on her deck chilling, and everybody would be just.
That's crazy.
That's so
and
fun.
no neighbors. Look, this is Tia. Tia would serve the drink.
She was like, yeah,
You drink the drink.
She looks like she's drinking the drink, Stacy. Yeah.
One for you, one for me.
Hey, we all were there to have a good time. That was definitely part of the magic. It was that little bit,
Wow.
right? Like,
No, man. Wow.
but yeah, we definitely we would have a good time, man. It was a good time.
That's the good one.
It was a good one. It was a good memory. We have I have a lot of pictures from it, so maybe we can go into depth at some point. But yeah, so that was one of our great times. Mike would spin too, right? Mike would spin.
Mike was a DJ.
Mike was the original. Well, Mike and Amir, right? Like Mike DJed all the time, and then Amir kind of popped in when he was, I guess, in town.
Now, Stacy, I have to ask, were you with Mike then, or was he just like
Yeah.
a DJ? Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good
Mike's been together a long time, huh?
Mike and I have been together for like 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it was long because you had to think about it, Stacy.
Yeah, like
long
19
enough for you
years.
to think.
Wow.
Just so
Long
everybody
time,
know, we're talking
Congratulations,
about
by the way.
the
That's
incredible
love.
DJ Mike Nyce. Obviously,
Yeah.
Mike, you don't know him.
I think I met him.
Mike don't know nobody.
I think wasn't he spinning at the what is that place on Broad Street? The theater. The Kimmel
BBC
Center.
thing.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I met him at the Kimmel.
Mike knows somebody.
Oh,
Hey, don't
Chill,
you?
pal.
holy shit. We gotta have Mike on as a guest now.
Baby, tell you, look at UV. Look at
I don't know him well enough to have him for me to have a long conversation. I met him, I said.
Okay.
Like we ain't homies like that. Like, I mean, I said hi to his girl. Like, what was I gonna do? Say hi to his girl and ignore him? Like, what does that look like?
Stacy, that was awesome.
It was a good time. We had a good time. That was fun because it wasn't like about money. We charged $2 to get in. We just wanted to.
How long did it run?
How long did it run? Maybe like a year.
That's a nice run. Every Friday.
Because Amy was moving, right? Isn't that why we stopped? Amy was moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
So yeah, it was definitely like quiet, and it wasn't like a flashy promotion, and it was kind of just built itself.
This is like Latimer between like 15th and 16th.
Yeah.
So like between Lucas and
Oh,
Spruce,
wow.
like parking lot central and her above
Yeah,
ground
that's like
apartment.
the theater district. I guess that would be considered, right? All the theaters are down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't know the official name, but yeah, all the theaters and parking lots are right there.
That's where I park normally when me and my daughter go check out
Graduate
plays.
hospital.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that was incredible.
Yeah.
What else you got? What's next, Seth?
What?
So, I don't know. I forget the other options, man.
We can do one more. Let's do one more.
All right.
Let's do.
The one about Pete Rock. or
Stacy,
something.
you pick.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I put Eric through some
I was
shit
gonna
about
say,
Pete
I got
Rock.
some good
Yeah.
stuff for. So,
It's funny Eric mentioned Pete Rock. I made him stand there for like half an hour to get one picture with him. Poor Eric.
I forgot about that.
He was like, "Come on, man, let's get out of here." I was like, "Nah, I'm not leaving without this picture, bud."
That's cool.
Oh man.
All right, I'll tell you that story. So in 2009, Mos Def's brother reached out to me through Hezekiah. So Hezekiah is friends with him, and they were looking to do a concert, but the timing was really short. So they reached out to me. It was November, and they wanted to put something together for December. Super short time frame for. They wanted Mos Def, De La Soul, Pete Rock, and Jay Electronica. Which, you know, fantastic, but it was just a short period, you know, short time period. So we booked the Trocadero at the time, and leading up to it, no tickets were selling. So everybody was kind of bugging out, but you know, Philly kind of waits to the last minute to buy their pre-sale ticket. They never really wait, you know, they never really do it the 3 weeks in advance. It's usually like the day before or the couple days before. So it did end up selling out, which was fantastic. But Jay Electronica ended up not showing up, or not, he pulled out early. So we knew he wasn't coming. So there was going to be a surprise guest, which is fine. But this was around that time where like everything was funny with him, where like it was like he would show up or not show up, and so it was kind of a big deal. But so yeah, the show sold out. It was great, and then Mos Def. Mos Def, you know, everybody comes thinking they're getting like Black Star Mos Def, but sometimes Mos Def is sometimes a different Mos Def, and he was singing and he was playing the drums, and he had like tight pants and loafers, and like, you know, all the ladies were like, "Oh, look at Mos, he looks so handsome," and the guys are like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh man.
But yeah, so I do have a little shaky footage from that. I have to say, I was probably, this was me just like in the off to the side, shakily recording things. But it was you know, it ended up being an amazing show, and it's funny kind of going back through a lot of the footage I have from stuff, because we're obviously not going anywhere right now. So it is kind of nice to see, you know, the energy in the room and the things that happened and all that good stuff. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm missing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got dropped for this show.
Listening to a lot.
You said
I put on
what?
something new for this show, man. I'm like,
I'm listening so much, man, and you keep hitting us with these throwback videos of stuff that I missed, and then I'm missing the stuff I missed on top of missing
man,
stuff.
you wasn't there anyway.
I know, but I'm like, damn, I missed that. I'm like, I missed that, and I miss being out right now.
But did you not live in Philly?
I did, but I didn't know. It's a long story. Sis,
You blame it on
It's a
his
long
kid.
story.
He got 2 kids.
And now
They in college now, whatever.
I get it. I get it.
And now that I don't have to be a dad no more, COVID showed up.
Oh man, Mike. Oh man. That's
Freaking ridiculous.
I feel so bad for you, Mike, with that.
Yeah, man, we feel bad.
I would be devastated.
What was the venue for the show? Where'd you have it?
We had it at the Trocadero,
Oh, cool.
which, you know, at the end of the day is not the greatest for sound. But
how long ago was it, Stacy?
Also, rest in peace to the Trocadero, right?
Yeah,
It's gone.
although I did hear that somebody could possibly be saving it.
Really?
Oh.
Possibly. I don't know that that's still a fact.
Yeah.
It was at one point.
Also, Stacy with the inside exclusive tips, and you know what I'm saying? Like the official insider, you know. You know what I'm saying? Rumor report.
I don't know if that's
Rumor
still the case.
Gave up some information she wasn't supposed to give up just now.
Well, a lot has changed in 6 months, so that could very well just not be true any longer.
We'll just flash rumor report, and then we'll leave it alone. Like,
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Or just cut it out completely.
Okay. Well,
All right, go roll the video. There you go.
Yeah, it's just
There it is.
yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, now I understand the tight jeans. 2009, them skinny jeans wasn't it, man. It was good. Oh man.
Who's that on stage?
De La Soul.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who was on stage.
Yeah,
Really? So maybe it's just better if I just send them to him.
Yeah, Daylight.
Oh no, it was...
I'm thinking.
Oh, you mean because it was from behind?
Yeah. I just,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So you ain't
That
gonna
was
see
my
Daylight
angle.
skinny jeans though. So,
You said
No,
what?
in 2009, I don't think you would have seen anybody in skinny jeans.
I don't think you see Daylight skinny jeans in 2020.
Right.
I have one more.
Oh, wait.
Like him and Trench, huh?
Oh, wait, I have one
don't
more
think
I wanna
he's ever
show.
wearing skinny
let
jeans.
'em- she got one more, y'all.
Roll that beautiful
Hold
beat footage.
Ah,
What?
let it roll.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I like this Mos Def.
You don't look like skinny jeans.
You got on. It was like
At the time, they were.
black.
No, I.
They were penny loafers. They were penny loafers.
Yeah, they
I'm
just
happy
straight legs.
with
And this was one of my favorite Mos Def. Like, because he would play the drums and rap at the same time, and I was just like, yo,
That's talent.
super
We
talented.
thought it was great,
Yeah,
but
You know,
No, that's not what people paid for.
all the fellas were not. Yeah.
No.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, most rap fans ain't showing up for this.
I mean, wow. That's what I'm thinking.
I would have enjoyed this, but most
And
rap
if you were
fans
like
ain't showing up.
surprised
But let
about
me
it,
ask you, Mike, would you have enjoyed it then, though?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would have.
I would
like.
say this. I would appreciate it, but I don't think I would have enjoyed it. Just being honest. He's
So, yeah.
super talented, but like I'm with Stacy. Like if I paid to go see Mos Def and he came out and did that, it's just unexpected. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, a lot
I
of
would
guys were a
appreciate
little
it. Like
disappointed.
him, I'm like, wow, that is super dope. He could do that, but I just didn't come to see that though. You know what I'm saying? Did not come.
Great, he could play the drums. Great.
Yes, that's awesome.
I mean, when he did it on, like, I think Letterman, and it was like,
And don't get me wrong, he performed still. He still did all the regular
okay.
songs. Yeah, but he
Oh,
also
that-
just did a lot of this, and everybody was kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
there
just
for all
super
that.
talented for sure.
Get to the part that I know. That's okay.
But he should have opened for De La Soul. You can't follow De La Soul. Like, that's the thing. Like, De La
you talking
Show is so
that.
high
Yeah.
energy. He came after
you can't
them.
follow. Daylight's a headliner.
Yeah.
They're a headliner. I mean, I don't care who. I don't care who you are. You don't get
Yeah.
to follow Daylight. It's just
Oh,
Crazy.
man.
Right.
everybody knows all the words to their songs. What are you gonna do?
Right. So that was
Right.
the other thing. And then so this is what I was referring to. He had loafers.
You got a close up on the loafers.
No, I love that look.
Listen,
Listen, I'm not hating, man.
we were not
Yeah,
mad at him, but guys were like,
Nah.
"What is going on right here, right now?"
I'm sure.
They thought Fela Kuti showed up. They're like, who the hell is
Oh,
that?
man. Ah,
Is that on stage?
man.
They didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
man.
man,
Yeah, so that wraps up my segments.
another
That was awesome. Thank you, Stace. That
incredible
was awesome.
installment of memory
Oh,
lane.
Dude, I love Memory Lane Monday.
And you gonna hang out, right, Stace?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah,
All right, cool.
Hey,
So-
Stace, thank you.
thank you.
I love your segment, Stace.
You ain't gotta thank her. She worked with us. It's
I
cool.
know, but still, I
You do.
thank her because she don't have to share this stuff, man.
No, that's true, Mike. Yeah, that's true.
It was so much fun. That's why I wanted to do it, because I go through my photos looking for something, and I realize like how much great stuff I have that I forgot about, and that we were all part of, and yeah.
Also, Mike, I like that you moved in front of that art. That shit is, it's like it's peeking over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you talking about, Yaya?
No, Mike.
No, everybody,
Because I like Yaya. I see you behind Yaya's.
everybody
folder.
shit on my artwork. I'm gonna
Okay.
step up next week. I promise you next week.
No, the artwork is fine, Mike. I just
artwork
thought you was,
good.
you know.
Don't believe that.
It's been here for 3 weeks, Seth. So that's why they shit on
Oh, shit.
They need me. They want me to step up my artwork game, man. And like they feel like,
but you know, we're gonna do that for you over time, Mike. Don't worry about it.
And last time Stacy was on, she gave you somebody. It's just kind of like,
here we go.
We can't keep going down this road.
Part of the show. This is the part of the show where everybody shits on the old guy for not for being in the house through the 2000s and not having current.
This is the part of the show. This is the part of the show where we get really in depth because I want to talk about this mural because, like I said, I played that first clip because, like, for me, it was the whole spirit of Tiny Room for Elephants, like collaboration, working together, and not necessarily teamwork, but just like being in the same space and like respecting each other and like just the different.
No, it's teamwork, Dane, for sure. It's a physical, psychological thing. I mean, to work by yourself is cool. You can inspire, but like in that atmosphere, man, you just can't help but feel everybody. You just, man, I went crazy. I mean, I know I don't need to tell you that, but like, I just exploded, man. it was just so special to me. I was so happy as hell to be there. And then, like, taking in the vibes. I mean, you know, then watching Eric every day DJ. And then a surprise for me that brought out something else in me was, like, then seeing Jason coming in there making beats. I mean, there's not a lot that takes me off my focus while I'm painting. And, I mean, I had to get down off the ladder and go see what the fuck Jason was doing. And, I mean, then I started DJing. I was butt as shit. You know what I mean? Rustier than the nail. You know what I'm saying? It was just, man, it was everything. It was like a dreamland for me, man.
So Priscilla was next to you. And
Priscilla was next to me, Dame.
I don't think everybody, like,
never seen it from a can of paint in my life, man.
But I don't think everybody like I know if it took a minute for me to put it all together, like all those like happenstances and coincidences in both of your lives. That like was like, how did you not know each other before? Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, so it's so funny. So that inspiration and magic that I'm talking about inside there, I mean, just me and Priscilla had different things. Our first conversation ended with us collabing in the room. Like, we were about to actually physically already collab. I didn't even know her name fully yet. So we were just next to each other. Like, we may as well. And then, like, I kind of talked her out of it, and we promised each other that as soon as we got out of the room, we'd just do a painting, actually just a painting together. And so, like, coming off of the inspiration of finishing the room, the whole first Friday show, we were just so pumped up. So we got together, did a painting, man. It turned into a series. Then, so it gets stranger as it goes along because not even we knew how connected we were. So like it's about getting close to December, and so like, you know, she's like, hey, I want to let you know, like, I don't really paint on my birthday, so like, you know, I'm just letting you know that ahead of time. Don't bother me. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, because I paint on my birthday. I really don't care. Like, I'm so happy to paint. That's a birthday present to me. So I was like, we'll make sure we don't paint on your birthday. So I was like, so when's your birthday? She's like, oh, December 12th. And I was like, well, no, when's your birthday? She's like, no, I'm telling you, you know, it's December 12th. And I was like, it can't be, because that's my birthday. So it was just like, no way. So, you know, then we was like, damn, man, that's crazy. And then, like, we just have weird moments. We pop up in, like, spots. Like, we didn't plan on popping up in certain situations, and we're both there. It's, like, crazy, man. And then to skip a little fast forward to that, we're out of design review for this major mural we just did. And we both go to the Barnes.
All right, first of all, how long ago was that? How long ago was that?
What?
That meeting.
Oh,
from now.
Oh, shit. Like last year. It took like a year. The Mural Arts mural took like a whole year of like politics, I'll say, behind the scenes of like community engagements, design reviews, building the design. It was a major process. So we finished one of the design reviews, figured we go to the Barnes together on our way home. So we're just talking randomly about some stuff, and she mentioned something, and I was like, all right, let me call my mom, you know what I mean, to see what's going on here, because I mentioned my mom's maiden last name was Ruiz, and all this stuff, and this whole time I'm thinking I'm Spanish, and like my mom, I'm like, Mom, what was your grandmother's name? I need to know. She's like, oh, well, I don't know, because your grandfather left your grandmother and went to back to Puerto Rico. And I said, wait a minute. I said, he went back to Puerto Rico? I said, so we're Puerto Rican? No. I was like, no. If your grandfather went back, not to Puerto Rico, he went back to Puerto Rico. He's from Puerto Rico. He's Puerto Rican. So we're Puerto Rican. I was like, all right. So we got over there. I was like, all right, well, what's the name and this and that? So me and Priscilla are actually distant cousins. So it's weird. Same birthday.
That's crazy.
Cousins.
Get the fuck out
So it's crazy, man. And all due to TRFE. I mean, I probably maybe along the lines in this field, I mean, we probably would have bumped into each other. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I really don't know.
Maybe.
Nobody's to say.
Crazy.
But it's official that like we just happened to be side by side in our first TRFE, and just it opened up Pandora's box for us, man. It was crazy.
That's great.
So fast forward. So I want to say we moved into the pier in 2019, right? 18-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Stacy. When was it? Late 18? I don't even know.
Such a distant memory. God, I'm like.
Yeah, it was October of 18.
Yeah. Shout out to Cherry Sheep here.
We love you.
Yes.
So we moved in, and you know, they're like, hey, if anybody wants to come and use the studio, like, you know, family, like, come through. We'll block out some time for you. And I got the pleasure of watching those two like paint together. And that was another choice of video that I had to show, but I just didn't have enough time. But like watching them work together, it's like
art sport.
It's art sport, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like I can't even describe it. We gotta show a video at some point, but it's amazing. Just them going back and forth, like just the different like mediums and techniques is a sight. So 2018, you guys did a piece together.
Yes, sir.
In the room, and what was that like?
That was great. It was a little step up from what we're used to, and like we're constantly challenging each other. I mean, it's just crazy. So we have this weird evolution. I mean, it just is nonstop. We really aren't comfortable at any point because like things are constantly changing. We're constantly met with new challenges. It was our first biggest piece together, so we had to figure stuff out. And I mean, once it's kind of hard to explain because you're in the process, and we're just like, all right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And it boils down to a lot of trust, because that was the first step, learning to trust each other. Because like, you know, when people collab, I mean, it's a little above collaboration. Okay, damn. All right, thanks. Yeah, you threw me off.
I needed that. Thank you, whoever popped up.
Yeah, that's John. That thing is fire.
But right there,
Yomi in the background.
But what I'm talking about, because it's like decision making, and like it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for a single artist to make a decision when you actually gotta like, you know, agree on something. You know, what is the right move? So we just take chances. We're like, all right, look, I'm gonna do this. We like it. Bang, you go over it. You know, and that's another thing. Like somebody puts 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour into a piece in this painting, like the face, for example. So like, you know, however long it took her to do the face. And then, you know, we have mixed feelings, and I try something and it fucks up the whole face and she got to repaint it. Like people can't deal with that. And we're just like, we're excited. We're like, all right, great. We get to repaint it. We get to do this. I'm fucking up her work. She's fucking up mine.
Stacy's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, no.
Like, yeah, we can't work together.
I don't know.
Not be a good King.
I don't work well with others, I don't think. I'd be like, what are you doing?
No, Stace, it's gonna happen, Stace. I'm coming for you, Stace. No, I mean, no, it's cool, man.
Hey, Stacy, when your
But I
birthday?
get it. Oh shit.
Are you a Leo? You a Leo?
Yeah.
Then, all right, just checking. You never even know, man.
Ruined
My face up. What are you talking about?
It takes a lot of balls to do that stuff.
You know, I would
It takes a lot
watch
of
them
balls to
and
accept it.
he would go over top of her face and she'd be like, you know what? Or she'd be like, hey, you know what? I don't like that nose. And he erase that nose and do another nose. Like,
Yeah.
this is nuts.
So we learn how to use each other to our benefits. And I mean, our creativity is endless. I mean, so another part of collaboration that you guys don't know with this big mural. So it was one thing for us to get used to collabing with each other. You know, we had a team of 5 assisting artists that we had to work with as well. So it wasn't just us collabing with us. We're actually orchestrating a team.
Wow.
So it was like, yeah,
So-
it was.
So tell us more about this mural, though. Tell
Oh,
us.
where is the mural?
It's on 10th and Susquehanna,
Oh, no.
Okay.
between 10th and 11th.
Okay.
Yep.
So tell us about it. Like, tell us, like, theme
What is
with,
it?
like, everything.
So the title is our community growth, abundance, and something else I forget right now. Sorry, man. But you know, it's weird because the mural is located where Priscilla grew up as a kid. So she grew up not too far from there. So her whole vision with this design was, you know, on her memory of growing up in the neighborhood. Then we mixed it in with like the modern situation of the neighborhood, plus my experience with like painting around the corner at the farm, because there's a farm right around the corner from there. So we tied all that stuff in, and she went to work on the design, and we went through a big battle. So it wasn't like we submitted some work and we got the job. It was actually a competition. So we were up against 4 other artists.
Wow.
So yeah, so we had to submit a design that we thought, we were like, okay, we want to go with this. But then after we won that round, the next round was to do all the community engagement, listen to the community, redesign our design, and implement what the community wanted to see. So then we did that. We won that, and then it was like the 4 final
That was still
design.
a competition? That was still a competition?
Yeah, the whole thing was basically a competition to the end. So
Yeah.
it was down to like 2 artists. We knew it. So NDA and my friend Grasso, they were teamed up. Me and Priscilla was teamed up. We knew it was out of us because you could tell in the murals and the designs like who actually listened to the community. No shade on the rest of the artists. You know, every design was crazy. We were like really like anybody could have won, but when it came down to the wire, Nick and them's design was like close to ours, just a little more colorful. So me and Priscilla was like, damn man, they may get this. So we needless to say, we got it, man. So we won, and we were happy as hell, man. And then COVID hit, so it put it on hold, and then fortunately, it went on hold because it gave us time to, you know, think about things, get ready for it. You know, there was other jobs I had and that was going to combine with that. So I was mentally overwhelmed. So I was just like, all right, like usual, I'm going to make it happen. All right. I'm going to be painting those 6 a.m, no matter what. So, you know, that didn't happen, fortunately. So we were able to focus just on that mural. You know, we had to get COVID certified through OSHA.
What's that?
You know, yeah, there you go. There goes there. So we had to project. So that was another challenge. So there goes another thing. We wanted to use parachute cloth. Plus, we were going to do cutouts. So that B that you see there was going to be a cutout and installed to the wall and like back lights on the backlit. But SEPTA didn't want us screwing anything to the walls. So it eliminated possibilities. So that challenged us because we were like, yeah, we're going to get to do X, Y, and Z. And then it was like, no, we could only do A or B. And then things were constantly changing, which we're used to. So it like complemented like our adaptability together. We're like, all right, cool, because Priscilla's strengths outweighed my weaknesses, then some of my strengths outweighed her weaknesses, and we just muscle up and like, boom, get it done.
Well, yo, look, Seth, I just want to say just because there's one more question, right?
Yeah.
I'll get to that.
Go ahead.
Before we phase out of this. I'm not sure if Jay is playing. J-Dog, you playing the keys or what's going on?
I think it's got
new instrument alert! All right, so we will run a little late, but this is a special. So we ain't even talk about running late, but we in this situation. But real quick, I just want to say, and I'm sure we all agree, like, when I first heard of you, I have to say, it was from my bros from New Sound Brass. Shout out to New Sound Brass. We were about to do, I think we were doing 2014, and we did a whole like video with them and everything, and they were like, "Yo, next time, yo, we got somebody, yo." Everybody's like, "Yeah, we got somebody." And this is like, "Oh yeah," and like next time we got somebody, and they mentioned you. I didn't know you, never had met you, and then that next year, Ben Howard is like, "Yo, I got somebody," and you know what I'm saying. So I gotta shout out New Sound Brass, like, I have to say from that moment, like meeting you the first time, I am so proud of you. We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you, man.
Like I talked to your mom and your sister, and they were your mom and your sister are so happy for you. Like, just from this dude, all you did was watch On The Go videos and like read On The Go magazines and get arrested, and like, look at you, man. Like, all these
it feels good, man.
And you're like kicking ass,
man.
Both of you. So I just want to say, like, we love you and appreciate you, man.
I love you all as well, man. I mean, it's an overwhelming feeling. That's why it's hard to explain, man. You know, just quick. I was pretty much just a criminal, man. You know what I'm saying? But
way to take it down. But yo,
man. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is something that I learned recently. Another thing, shout out to Priscilla. She was painting the mural at Raleigh, and you turned vegan.
Yeah, man.
I have to say, one of the questions was Yaya was like, soul food or Italian, and I already knew that, like, yo,
vegan.
My guy's vegan now. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's that been?
Yeah, it's a blessing. And I remember joking with you, Dame, like, what do you eat for protein, Dame? And oh man, Dame, I was on your heels. But man, boy, I love it. I feel better. It was just a health decision, man. I was eating bad but good. I mean, I don't know.
I know you love ice cream so much. You used to like support little babies by yourself, bro.
Pretty much. And man, I do miss that kind of stuff, but I don't, because, I don't know. It's like I tell certain people, like, you eat candy, right? Or you go get cherry flavored candy and stuff like that. I mean, just my perspective now is like, why would you even do that? Like, you're eating, go eat cherries, man. You know what I'm saying? You're eating fake cherries. You're going getting blueberry flavor stuff. Like, just eat the blueberries, man. It's way better for you, and it tastes better. It tastes better than the fake stuff, man. It's just, who knows, man? Yeah.
Oh, man. I just...
Yeah.
So, Seth, man.
Tuesday.
Too much, man.
Huh?
I appreciate it, but your humility, man. Like, you are so humble, man. And you are so, like,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, because you are super talented, man. And you've accomplished a lot, man. And to come from just being, like you said, being a criminal and not knowing what your life was going to be and not knowing where you were headed and dealing with being arrested 15 times and your mom's having enough of you and all that shit, man. And look at where you at today, dude. And you are so humble with it, man, and so just appreciative of people celebrating what you do, man. Like, dude, man.
Well, that's real. That's real, Mike, And
it's beautiful, man. And I think you should be celebrated for that, man, because you're a super talent, man. and you take it in stride like it ain't no big deal, man.
It is a big deal. I try to control myself, man. I mean, I'm sure Dame in the first TRFE, I mean, there was no holding back my excitement, man. You know, I just exploded in there. I mean, you know, I would have painted you, Mike, if you were standing there long enough. You know what I'm saying? I just was painting crazy, and I mean, I'm just so happy to do what I'm doing in a positive way because, like, for once, I don't have no restrictions. You know what I'm saying? I literally can let go and be happy about it and be like, yeah, I do that, you know? It's just the contrast of it, you know? Coming from not being able to be proud of yourself, you know what I'm saying? To doing things that you actually could be proud of, you know? It helped me deal with it a little better.
That's what's up, man. Picasso with a spray can. That's what he called himself, right? Pretty much. A spray can. He could use it. Picasso with a spray can.
Pretty much, man.
Well, on that, like, you know, that exciting going up note, you know what I'm saying? And Stacy's still here, and this is a special thing. J-Dog, who I noticed earlier, he referred to him as, which I really appreciate. And it's
I better see some J-Dog tags. You done let it out the bag now.
Yeah, you got him, Dave.
So J-Dog he's moved from the piano to the guitar. He's got the button up on. The guitar matches the beard. I'm feeling something here. I'm feeling something magical.
Hey, you should have just put it outside on the porch. That's the only thing missing. Like on the porch.
I'll end it with this. This was a great show. I had a whole thing like written. I'll email this to y'all when I'm done to show you how prepared I was. It was like,
I want to see it.
And you know what?
Wait,
it went crazy anyway, and I love it. And also, yo, Alex, man, Guru, yo, like, maybe this wasn't your day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see the bed's not made. I see you ain't make the bed today. Like, the last couple of shows, you made the bed. It was like.
No, the last show I made the bed. It's in use all the time. What do you want me to do?
It's in use all the time?
Okay. I mean it's a bed. Or it's not being like, I'm either here or I'm not. It's either getting slept in or it's not.
All right, so since
tell them now.
We're going to forego the after party and listen. Since you brought it up, I want to know, how's the COVID dating going?
Not really that cool. It's okay.
Well, Jason will play you a song. Let's go,
Jay. I'm excited for this.
Dude, we did it last week.
Jay with the outro.
Isn't he amazing?
I freaking love Jason's outro.
Love that. Thanks,
yeah.
Y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
And that, my friends, is the show.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace. Thanks for having me.